Hey everyone, so in this video I'm going to do a quick overview of the physical differences between a series circuit and a parallel circuit and just point out the different pathways each can potentially take. So on the left I've drawn a really basic simple circuit or a series circuit, and on the right is something called a parallel circuit. The difference between the two doesn't lie in the number of light bulbs or what's connected. This isn't a parallel circuit because it has two light bulbs. This is a parallel circuit because there's more than one pathway which the electrons can take when trying to complete one cycle or lap through a circuit. Okay. So on the left, we're going to see in this series circuit, electrons are leaving the negative end of your cell or your battery, and they're going to travel up. They have to pass through this switch. They have to pass through these wires. They have to pass through this light bulb, and they have to pass through this wire to make it around and complete one circle. There's no other way they could complete one lap of this circuit. If we can disconnected the switch and we create a break here, there's no way for the electrons to make one complete lap. Okay, it's like a road being washed out or a bridge falling down. The electrons can't jump across that gap, and there's no way for the electrons to complete one cycle through the circuit. Okay, so that is called a series circuit where there's only one possible way that the electrons can take. In a parallel circuit, the reason a parallel circuit is different because there's more than one path our electrons can take. So say if we follow this electron out of the negative end of the battery, if you follow my cursors going up, which way is he going to go? Which way is he going to go? Which way is he going to go? He's going to go to the right and go through this light bulb. At this juncture here, the electron has two options. It could travel straight up and go through the upper light bulb, or it can go right and travel through the light bulb in the middle. Okay, so there's more than one way that the electrons can get from point A, which is the negative end of the battery, to the positive end of the battery. And this is what makes it a parallel circuit. You have to look for what are all the different options or different um, paths the electrons can take to make it from point A to point B. Okay. So if I have a switch here, say if we broke this circuit, notice how everything stops because there's no complete cycle the electrons can take, and the circuit just essentially shuts off. But I also have a switch up here. If I disconnect this switch, look how the electrons can still travel through this light bulb and come back around, and we have a series circuit down here. They essentially just bypass this whole pathway up top going through this other light bulb, and there's another way that the electrons can travel around in a circle. Okay, so that's the big difference between series and parallel circuits. Look for the different pathways you can take. As soon as you start to see some of them, you'll see a lot of these parallel circuits have loops, but if things are arranged in one series or sequence, making only one pathway, that is a series circuit. I hope that cleared up the difference, and this hopefully helped you can see the electrons and visualize them traveling through that pathway.